The UFC and Tom, we all got a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. They're one of the biggest organizations in sports, and right now Tom and I have agreed to wait for the UFC to make their announcements. So I legally can't really talk about it.
Jon Jones has officially confirmed that his fight with Tom Aspinall will be happening soon. Meanwhile, Daniel Cormier shared his perspective on the matchup, noting that Jones is now facing a young, dangerous opponent in Aspinall. Cormier emphasized that it's not fear driving Jones, make no mistake about that, but there could be just enough uncertainty to make him think twice. According to Cormier, one of the biggest factors weighing on Jones might be the very real possibility of getting knocked out. Aspinall possesses a rare combination of power and speed that could put Jones flat on his back unconscious. That kind of outcome would be a stark contrast to the legacy Jones has built. Cormier speculated that maybe Jones isn't ready to risk that being the final image fans
looking down at a young man, and it's like, he's not scared. Make no mistake about it. But I think it's enough to question it. And you know what I think a big worry might be for him? Because with Aspinall, he could potentially get knocked out. Legitimately knocked out and put on his back and out cold. And I just don't know that he wants to have that visual of him in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably, you probably nailed it, right?
Jon Jones revealed that there's a lot happening behind the scenes involving himself, Tom Aspinall, and the UFC. He noted that the UFC, being one of the most powerful organizations in sports, is handling the situation with care. According to Jones, both he and Aspinall have already spoken and agreed to wait for the UFC to make an official announcement before sharing anything publicly. He clarified that there are legal limitations on what he's allowed to say at the moment, which prevents him from disclosing any specific details about the potential fight. While fans are eager for updates, Jones stressed that everything must go through the proper channels. For now, he urged patience, explaining that until the
When are you fighting Tom?
I was waiting for it. When are you fighting Tom? Governor. The UFC and Tom, we all got a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. They're one of the biggest organizations in sports, and right now Tom and I have agreed to wait for the UFC to make their announcements. So I legally can't really talk about it.
Jon Anik predicted that the highly anticipated fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall will most likely happen in December 2025, with the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas as the preferred venue. Although Jones last fought and won at Madison Square Garden in New York, Anik believes Las Vegas is a better fit for a fight of this magnitude. He explained that the UFC typically reserves its biggest bouts for year-end cards in Vegas, where the energy, fan turnout, and promotional potential are at their highest. While New York carries personal significance for Jones, Anik feels that Las Vegas, widely regarded as the fight capital of the world, is the more strategic choice. For what could be one of the most important heavyweight matchups.
And Jones happen in 2025. What's your gut tell you?
Yeah, I think we see it December 2025. T-Mobile Arena, Dateline, Las Vegas.
Not New York. Why not New York?
Well, Jon Jones fought and won at Madison Square Garden in New York last November.
Dricus Du Plessis praised Tom Aspinall for his drive, focus, and determination to prove himself at the highest level. At the same time, he acknowledged that Jon Jones is likely approaching the final chapter of his legendary career. Du Plessis said he hopes Jones can walk away on his own terms, with his legacy preserved and untouched. He also expressed optimism that Aspinall could rise to the challenge and become a leading figure for the next generation of elite heavyweights. Still, Du Plessis emphasized that Jones remains one of the most dominant fighters the sport has ever seen, an athlete capable of dismantling.
He's young, he's hungry. You have Jones, who is definitely at the end of his career, 38 years old. I don't need to see this because he's never been beaten. I want Jon Jones to retire unbeaten, and I want him to retire, and Aspinall goes on to be the next big thing. But Jon Jones being the warrior that he says, pay me enough and I'm doing it. Aspinall wants it, and one of them has to lose that fight. And that's the one thing, you look at it and go, Aspinall's probably going to win. But then, if you ask me that, I say, no. We've said that so many times with Jon Jones, and it makes it look easy. He is the greatest of all.
Sean Ali acknowledged Jon Jones's legendary career and the profound impact he's had on the sport. However, he offered a word of caution, noting that a loss to Tom Aspinall could slightly tarnish Jones's legacy. Ali explained that if Jones were to be defeated, especially at this late stage, critics might attribute it to his age and extended periods of inactivity. While those factors may hold truth, Ali suggested they could still influence how fans and analysts remember Jones. It might even affect his standing among the all-time greats.
God damn. It's like everyone, it's like you risk going down as the, no matter what, you don't have to fight again. Greatest of all time, people will say that. You're the